there, folks. It's AK, and I'm working on a new project. Yeah, it's project around here, I know. But hey, it's about time I build a base. You know what I'm saying? Like my base in the past has been just a literal hole in the wall. So, I got, I kind of got inspired. Um, I kind of got inspired the other day. I think I was watching, gosh, I'm trying to think of what it was now. I think it might have been Tango Tech actually. If you don't know who Tango Tech is, he's been doing tutorials and stuff for a while. And I mean, in Let's Plays, he's been doing a lot of stuff, for a while. But recently got invited onto the Hermitcraft server. And so I saw a couple of his tutorials, and then saw he got invited to Hermitcraft, and I was like, good for you, bro. Nice work. So, because he's been really putting it out for a long time, and good stuff, good stuff. So anyhow, I think I was watching one of his, might have been one of his builds or something. I'm thinking that had some kind of tower in it, and what I'm doing is not really anything, like his tower. To be honest, the idea has morphed quite a bit. Um, since I, watched his. I always, if I get inspired by something, what I'll usually do is I'll grab a bunch of screenshots of it, and then I'll go in and I'll do like a search. I'll do some, oh, that's the wrong one. That's okay. I don't mind putting that there. I figured I would outline the whole thing in stone brick, and then I can always go back later and, I can always go back in later, and I like to replace some of the stone brick with things like cracked stone brick and mossy stone brick, just to get a little bit of a variety. So anyhow, what I'm doing, and the reason why I'm doing it the way that I'm doing it, is because I got this idea, and then this was the Tango Tech idea. This is where it started. He built these cool towers, and they were like coming up out of the dirt like this, and it looked so cool. It looks so cool the way that it was all coming up out of the dirt. And I thought, you know what? I like that. Oops. Except that doesn't go there. I have to replace the dirt that I have. Wah, wah, wah. I have to replace the dirt. I laid it out the structure here in dirt basically. So this will go like that. You know, I'll essentially have these dirt walls built up to a slight degree. I want to make it look like I want to make it look. Let me show you from over here. I want to make it look from over here and these kinds of perspectives, and when you're standing outside, I want to make it look like the tower is just coming up out of the dirt. That's basically the plan. So, and I'll show you from over here too. And I think you'll get a better. I did just throw a pearl, didn't I? Delayed reaction. Anyhow, what I want to do with it is I want to make it look like from down here that the tower is just kind of coming up, coming up out of this dirt. And sorry, getting a little distracted. My phone keeps going off, trying to silence it. But anyways, so the tower is just going to basically like come up here out of the hillside, and it's going to look very cool. And then I'm basically going to take everything that's inside my existing base and just move all my stuff and basically just destroy it. Because I want to use this tower, and I have a really cool idea for how the tower is going to look. It's going to be stone. It's going to be like all different types of brick. It's not the red brick, of course, just the gray brick. And I'm going to use spruce logs and I think some light blue stained glass. As always, I mocked out a bunch of stuff in creative, and I like the way it looks. So anyways, I just figured I would want to let you guys in on the new project. Let you know that I'm actually finally doing something with my base besides my poor little hole in the wall over there with an iron door. Just so bad. It's just so bad. So I think this is going to be really cool. I think it's going to be a very cool project, and I'm actually looking forward to doing it, which is good because I have not been looking forward to any sort of base building for a while. I think probably just because I haven't really had a good idea. So, so as you can see, it's going to be about a 15 across tower. I'm just going to build all up with stone, and then I'm going to dig down. And the reason I'm building here, of course, is because there's already a nice big hole just in the hillside, and so I'll just line it with my stone, and I have a lot less excavating to do this way. So it just kind of worked out that this is just a really ideal location for it. So I'll excavate, excuse me, I'll dig out a little bit probably. I might even leave some of the dirt inside just for that nice sort of natural effect. So not only does it look from the outside like it's just came out of the hillside, but it also sort of looks that way from the inside. I think that could be really cool. So that's what I'm going for, and I will update you on progress when I have some progress. Hey there, folks. Back for a little bit of an update. I think I have the exterior about where I would like it to be. So, there's, I mean, obviously there's still a lot of work. I haven't done any of the block replacements. I haven't done any of that sort of a thing, but just as far as just sheer height and size. So let me show you what I have so far. I have the inside done and built all the way down. And actually, I'm trying to think if I showed you guys this or not yet. But anyways, if I haven't, this is basically how it looks. And of course that is going to disappear. And I mean, this thing is huge. It doesn't feel very big, and I guess it's just because I didn't have to excavate it, but I could have a lot of levels. I'm gonna have tons of space. So I realized, this is plenty tall. This is plenty tall. And essentially now it's time to start putting on the upside down stairs to build the top floor, and which will have the observation deck level, and then on top of that, the roof. So perfect timing, of course, as the sun goes down. I'm gonna get on some building, and I'll be back in a little bit with an update. Okay, folks, time for a progress update on the house. The tower, it is coming along. I'm so jazzed by this. I know, I know I don't have a roof. The roof is coming, I promise. But for now, though, it is looking cool. So check this out. So that's the back wall. No windows because it's right up against the mountainside. That's actually the front. Because of the way the dirt is built up, I don't have that large of a front window. But what I'll do is I'll go up front and I'll show you what these look like. Actually, let's go ahead and climb up here first, and I'll show you what it looks like a little bit that you can see out this window. I forgot I dug that out. See, there's the view out the front, and you can see how close the dirt is, which is, by design at this point, unless I change something. And let's see. Okay, let's go out the front. Let's find out. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Of course, it's raining right now. It's always raining when I try to show stuff or do stuff. But hey, we'll do what we can. Yeah, check it out. I so need a roof. I mean, I really need a roof. But I'm jazzed by the way this looks. Now, the other thing I haven't done yet is I haven't replaced some of the stone brick with some cracked stone brick and mossy stone brick, which I'm totally going to do because it breaks up the stone brick look, which is way too uniform for me. I just don't like that. But I think once I get the wooden roof on, it'll double those stairs right there, and I think it'll look so much better. Right now it's like, what is that thing is all sticking out? It looks weird. It's going to look a lot better with the roof, I promise. It's going to look a lot better, but I am digging. Oh, that's cool. Without the roof right now, you can see through to see that? Right there, you can see the mountain on the back side, that's just cool. That's just cool. Once I get a roof, you're not going to be able to do that. I don't think. Actually, you might be able to a little bit because of the 2 rows of panes up there. Anyways, I'm just stoked. I think it's looking really great. I wish I had a little better weather, to show this to you with. But for now, I think it's really cool. And what I'm planning on doing, actually, is building something similar. I don't know if I'm going to keep the same... Ooh, lightning. I don't know if I'm going to keep the same look. That was wild. That was totally wild, that weather change. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I feel like I want to enclose my portal, but I'm realizing that that's a lot of blocks, That's a lot to go around. So maybe I'll just do a small little thing around the portal, with some glass and some whatever, and then maybe you come out of the portal and go underground and into the bottom of the tower. Anyways, I'll figure that part out. But so far I'm liking it. I'm thinking it's looking pretty good. I'm definitely enjoying it, but I'm I'm gonna get that built up, and then I'm gonna do a bunch of landscaping probably, and make this place look really nice. So that's it for now, and I'll give you some more updates once again in a little bit. Sorry, folks. I watch so much Looney Tunes in my life. Every time I see a sunrise, that cheesy song from the old Looney Tunes cartoons comes on. Anyways, good morning, y'all. Time for an update. So here's the front of my farm, which you've probably seen before. And ooh, fireballed by Ghast. Bummer, some. Let's give him a GG. Okay. So here's the tower and where it stands now. I got some glass on last night. I got my, I got the, let me show you from underneath so you can really see the effect. I got the stairs, building the levels out, and I got my 2 levels of window panes on. So, and then I guess it snowed while I was gone. But anyways, I have my 2 levels of glass, and then the plan is to do the roof, which is going to be just a simple, like, couple levels of wooden stairs, probably flat roof, glass in the roof. I like to do glass in the roof because I like sunroofs. I like being able to just like look up and see the sun position. So that's the plan as it stands right now. However, I will show you. I was working on the front of this. I was putting in these windows, the glass windows, which I loved the way they looked in creative, and I like them now. They look great. I like the blue. It's a light blue stained glass, and I like the way it looks a lot, and I'm excited about all that. But the problem is, on the front, I don't really have any space for much of a window because I have this monster of a hillside that grows up into the tower. And the idea, of course, is to make it so that the tower does look like it's coming up out of the dirt, and that was really the plan. Just make sure I'm not going to get hit behind by anything. Okay, so that's really the plan, is to make it look like it's coming up out of the dirt, but it almost looks a little too covered, I think, at this point, because you've seen the inside of it, and I'll go show you the inside one more time. But it's a pretty big tower, and there's a lot of room, and I like the way that it feels, but it does feel very subterranean when you're inside because it is so tall and yet it's all hidden. So I'm thinking I might excavate that front hill down a little ways, like maybe continue that line like that, and then just put a little bit of dirt down at the bottom. I've already lined the inside with a lot of brick, so I don't think it's going to take that much more materials to do. It's just digging out the dirt, basically. Digging in the dirt. Sorry, big Peter Gabriel fan from back in the day. For those of you who were fortunate enough to recognize that song. Anyways, so that's the plan. I think is going to be excavate that out. It's going to make it look a little more impressive and yet not lose the coming up out of the dirt flavor is the plan. Okay, so the next thing that I'm here to do today is actually to let's see if I can get up there. Maybe not up there, but over there. Yeah, kind of, sort of. I have a small little cluster of cows over here that I just use for steak every once in a while. I actually bred all those and put them in a... Look at all those guys. They're going crazy. I bred all these guys and I put them in this pen quite a while ago. Dude, let's get some steak while I'm here. This is a lot. Yeah, this could be causing some problems. And I'm about to add a lot onto my sheep population, so I don't really feel too bad in doing this. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm decimating my cow population to a point where it'll be bad. And I might even... let me go take out this corner too, because it looks like there's some crazy town going on in here. Okay, so that's good. Just gonna thin that out a little bit, and I mean, what did I get off of that? Stacking 6 and 44 leather. It's not bad. It's not bad. But anyways, I'll probably end up taking those guys out because I need to increase my sheep population, at least part of my sheep population. Oosh, maybe even double it. As you know, let's make sure there's no crazy creepers. Okay, so as you know, I have my 16 colors, and I built this extra little pen over here full of white ones in order to do the ginormous sheep in town, because it took so much white. But I just got an order from the owner of the server, Pablo, and he wants 30 stacks of pink. 30 stacks. 30 stacks of pink. That's a lot of pink, bro. That's a lot of pink. I think I have 3 stacks saved up from just running around shearing like all the time. So what I'm thinking to do actually is there's no way I can just keep shearing white, keep shearing up these white guys and dye them. It's too much pink dye. I just don't have it. So I'm thinking what I'm going to end up doing is just expanding the white area over here and dye all those guys pink. Or maybe, well, I was going to say I could kill off some of the population and then dye them pink and then regrow the population, which is a little bit slower, but it takes a lot less dye. But anyways, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do this. Like these white guys here, I can always like kill off this population of pink. Like when the pink is done, I'm thinking I could always kill off the pinks and regrow them. Man, I'm so looking forward to when they finish the when we update. I think I heard they fixed the efficiency bug for shovels and axes and stuff, and I've got like an efficiency 4, efficiency 5 shovel, and when this thing hits dirt, I mean, it clears it faster than you can see, It'd be kind of like cutting your hair with a chainsaw. I mean, it's insane. But with the efficiency gone and that snapshot that we're running, everything goes a whole lot slower. I didn't really need to whack all that, but it bothers. Anyway, sorry, I'm thinking as I'm doing this, and I'm thinking, it's going to take a long time to do this, and I have seen the tutorial that Pi did, and Exuma also later then, built on top of or whatever, and he built it on Hermitcraft, and it's called the Magic Sheep tutorial. And, it looks good. It looks impressive, and it looks good and it looks impressive, and the thing is, it requires a lot of just AFK, and I don't really do that, I don't really want to just leave my Minecraft running all night, with a key going and just sit there and farm these things. I mean, I'm seriously considering it because, again, Pablo wants 30 stacks of pink, man. I mean, I don't even think my ginormous sheep took 30 stacks of pink. It took 30 stacks of white. I mean, it took a lot. It took a lot, and I was at this for a while, but I don't think it took 30 stacks. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I'm kind of at a loss. Wait, did I bring carpet? Is that the one thing I didn't bring? That's the one thing I didn't bring. And I don't think I put a carpet on this side. No, I didn't. So before these sheep get down here. Maybe too late. Come on, dummy. Gather way, gather way, gather way. These guys are rough, man. And another reason I'm not building, I don't think I'm going to build the sheep farm, is because I'm just going to have to do another crafting table. Again. Can't stand it. Anyways. Another reason I'm thinking, honestly, not to do the Magic Sheep Farm tutorial is I saw what a pain in the rear end he had leading the sheep around and, getting them duplicated and, all that stuff. And it's a lot of work, man. Just building this little, sheep farm thing was enough to just make me crazy, Dude. I can't even get out of here. There we go. So like I said, just building this thing was enough to just drive me nuts. Trying to lead the sheep around and get them where I wanted them, it kind of took forever. So when I looked at the Magic Sheep Farm, it's not like, it doesn't look like it's really all that difficult of a build. But, I just kind of don't want to deal with, leading sheep around again and all that. It's such a pain. And the problem, of course, is that it's going to end up, sorry, dude. But the problem is that it's going to end up taking forever, to breed all these guys, to lead them all around the place. It's a whole mess. And I kind of don't really want to get into it. So I'm thinking I'm just going to have to do this the old school method. Oh, there's a couple. Let me breed up a couple more. One bummer with breeding a lot in a small space too, and I'm sure you've seen this from my previous vids, is how, you go to you go to shear them, and they two of them like this, they stand in the same space, and it's like you can't. Well, that one you can. Sometimes you can't shear them because there's two standing in the same space, and it's just the most god awful annoying thing ever, and it makes me kind of regret getting in the sheep business sometimes. You know, the wool business. Wool business isn't great. It's not bad. You know, but it's a pretty good business. But you know, I want to finish my tower, and I want to do some stuff. I don't want to just stand here and breed pink sheep, you know, for ages. So, and I also, you know, to just shear that much white wool, speaking of, if this guy doesn't go too far, you know, just to shear up that much white wool and dye it all, I think would just be really prohibitive. Um, I know Pasta's got her dye shop. I don't know how much pink she can generate. So I think I'll ask her, and if she says, you know, I've got an unlimited supply of pink dye, well then Pasta Mama's about to get rich in diamond because I will just light her up with diamonds and get as much pink dye as I can, and I'll just keep on breeding these white guys and get what I can from them, because then if I ever do get another large colored sheep order, I don't have to repeat the, you know, splitting, breeding, all that sort of a thing process, you know. So I think I'll do that. I think I'll check in with Pasta. I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing off, and yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just let these guys breed up and turn this thing off and maybe work on my tower a little bit more and talk to Pasta about pink dye, the pink dye situation. I should be getting the pink ones while I'm here, because I'd rather not have to do the color change up every single time. But we'll see. I mean, maybe that's the nature of the sheep biz, you know? Maybe that's just what it's like to have wool. But and if that's the case, I might just sell the sheep business to somebody because I don't necessarily need it. You know, I've got a few other shops in town. Not that they sell a whole lot, um, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll save that and decide that for another time. So, you guys have a good one, and I'll keep you updated on progress. All right, take care.